What if I told you you already know all of the life lessons you are meant to learn? That every movies that you watch, every book that you read, even the random ones, were repeating the same messages to you, not just as entertainment, but as clues. Welcome back, round ones. Here we build strategy as our secret weapon and turn self-improvement into quiet revolution and forge the divine feminine woman who rules from her glow. First lesson, you were born crowned. The world simply forgot about it. Now, let's remind them again. Think about it. In Labyrinth, in Sarah's bedroom, there was a poster, maze on her wall. Years later, a Squid Game dropped the same maze into our screen, but just messier and bloodier. Is it a coincidence or proof that life challenges are fractal? They repeat, dressed in different eras and different genres, but the lessons are the same. Even the signs are the same. Or take Inception and Severance. One is about dream within dreams, the other about a mind split in two. But both ask the same question. Both ask, how deep does yourself really go? The answer, deeper than you think. And yet, you already felt it. That deja vu that you already have been here. A different job, a different relationship, but again, the same message and the same lessons. Even Westworld and Matrix are whispering the same thing. Wake up. But here's the secret. You do not need a red pill. You just need to notice the pattern. Even fiction teaches reality and life lessons. For example, this is my favorite because I felt it and I saw it and I was like, okay, hold on a second. I know the core of these laws that they are implementing in the books. And I was like, okay, hold on a second. Let's take a step back. And I started reading all of the notes regarding the core ideas of the book for Art of War next to every page that it was the same thing applying, but in different language technically. So let's get to it. The books that I'm talking about is several of them. Number 1, Fourth Ring. Number 2, Powerless. Number 3, Hunger Games. And all of them, all of the tactic, it was the core idea of Art of War by Sun Tzu. And I was like, okay, the page that I'm reading, it's the same rule that's applying in Art of War, is applying in this page as well. The books that I talk about are all about the strategies. And the core idea was also about the strategy. So when you read these books, you are not just reading fiction. You are learning strategies or human nature. So maybe, if you didn't even read The Art of War, you already know all of the core idea of Art of War by Sun Tzu. Not every lesson has to come from the big old dusty books that you didn't even heard about it. Comes from different books that has nothing to do with Art of War. So sometimes you do not need to read Art of War to know a strategy, and you already know it by heart. So why does this keep repeating? Carljung calls this the collective unconscious. Stories buried deep down in humans' DNA. The hero's journey, the maze, the fake reality, they reappear because we are meant to learn from them. So when you read The Hunger Games and suddenly you learn the laws of Art of War, that's not an accident. The stories are the Trojan horses for wisdom. You think you are behind because you haven't figured it out yet, but what if you are right on time? The maze isn't a trap, it's a teacher, and it won't let you out until you learn the lesson. Life isn't a linear checklist. It's a spiral of lessons. Nature doesn't rush. A tree doesn't panic because the trees next to them or behind him are taller, bigger, and have brighter leaf. or it doesn't panic because it's behind another tree. It grows when it's ready. You have been collecting all of these seeds. The maze from Labyrinth or Squid Game, the red pill or the blue pill from Matrix, the life lessons from the books, the fictional books that you're reading, Inception's layers, Severance partitions, and now it's time for you to water them. The fact that you are recognizing all of these patterns means you are learning, and the lessons repeat itself until you learn it. And let's talk about other references. Everything, everywhere, all at once. When Evelyn fights her way through 100 lives in Everything Everywhere, it's not just chaos. It's the ultimate metaphor for your choices. Every what if that you have agonized over. The movie whispers all paths are valid, and even the failures taught you something. And that ridiculous everything bagel, it's the same void that the Matrix warned you about it. The temptation of giving up because nothing matters. But the rocks, they are the antidotes. Even in silence, you exist. And that's enough. It's the same lesson. You are exactly where you're meant to be, and you know all of the knowledge necessary. Or Encanto. It's a cartoon. It's an animation. Mirabelle spent her whole life thinking she's behind because she was the only kid without a gift. But the miracle wasn't in her family's power. It was in her, the one who see the cracks. Your gifts might not look like everyone else, but the movie's real lesson, the call isn't outside you. It's in what you already notice. That's it, Carol ones. Thank you so much for watching. It wasn't a usual topic that I would go for, but why not? So many of us, I think, on a daily basis, we think we are behind, we are not good enough, especially with social media. But I want to say you are not behind, and all of the things necessary for you to learn, to grow is already within you, and you learn it. So if you think you didn't read 30 books this year, it's okay. Maybe you don't need to because you already know the content. And that's just enough. You shouldn't push yourself. You shouldn't punish yourself for anything. And thanks so much for watching. Next time that you watch a movie, series, or listen even to the news, ask yourself, what is it really that they are showing you? Maybe it's time to look deeper than what you think it matters. Way deeper than what you just see and what you just think. Thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you next time. Have a wonderful day. Bye bye.